on a hideous fusion of a manticore and a drake, and then made it to an oasis in the middle of the desert, populated by, for as far as they've seen, manticores, scorpion people, which are known as the envenomed, and like desert snake nagas, which they've seen nagas before, but these look more like the sidewinders. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And last, when we left off, Voland was busy frothing at the mouth in the middle of the mercantile.
Yes.
Marlum had gotten a lead on some spice.
Yeah.
And they were led around by Ilya, their translator, though the most of the population here does also speak Elvish. Bodhi, I think, was just being grumpy that she's gonna have to deal with elves. Don't remember what was Maya doing, and Learlai and Jesse were just watching on and having fun. And I actually forgot what that was doing.
I think I was supervising Voland and trying to make sure he doesn't accidentally start a riot or something. I don't know.
And Corlia, like all Winter's characters, stand around silently until combat starts. And then they do stuff. So, I believe that's where we left off.
I'm going to go squiddling off into the distance with Jesse in hand. I'm going to go to the market. Bye!
Leora will follow. Whee! Okay, squid off into the distance to the mercantile.
I'm going to stuff my face with weird foreign food.
Well, speaking of kebabs, there are in fact kebabs.
I'll take 10.
Okay. The vendor will blink and then look down at your endowments to be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Needs a lot of energy to keep those aloft.
Yes, that's what I need it for.
Yeah.
Jesse, how many do you want? Jesse.
Jesse doesn't want as many as you, but he does want a fair amount. He is a Minotaur after all, and he needs his energy. And
I mean,
wants,
he better need his energy.
No, he wants like 5. Leora wants one whole one to herself.
Okay.
The kebab is like 4 or 5 times bigger than she is.
She can have one.
Okay. So, they're nomming on kebabs. What are the rest of you doing in the mercantile while you wait for Ralu to do her thing?
Nomming on kebabs in the rain.
Oh yeah, aren't they gonna get damp and squidgy?
Well, we won't go over kebabs particulars now. Life finds a way.
Kebabs are eaten, and that's what's important.
Yeah, kebabs are consumed.
Can you stop being cruel to me, please?
Never.
No, your kebabs are on the way.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right. So, Ilya has already warned Volan not to anger the envenomed because, despite their name, you're more likely to die from the fact that the tips of their stingers are like lance heads. Marlum, I think you were done trying to find.
Yeah, I think I found as much as I could in the city for what I needed.
What's up? Kanathis? Sorry, we interrupted Kanathis. What's up? Kanathis? No?
Hello,
okay.
Kina.
Kanathis is dead.
We'll miss you, Kina.
Yeah, he was a good guy. He was my friend.
Such a nice person.
Such a nice guy, yeah. Pity we'll never hear from him again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, Marlum.
Yes.
Was there anything you want to do in the mercantile other than that?
Um, I, no, I think that was pretty much it. Mm,
Okay.
yeah, I wonder if they have a library.
Not in the mercantile, but you can ask Ilya if you like.
Yeah, just fair.
When you ask Ilya, she'll say that the closest thing she has a library to, like a public library, is Ralu's collection on the second floor of her home.
Interesting.
Mm. There are great libraries elsewhere, and some forgotten and lost ones sunk beneath the sands, but those are more legends that they tell kids. Mm.
Intriguing.
I hope you all like the sound of tape. It's great.
Oh, it's amazing. Mm.
You hear that tape? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. In that case, I guess Marlon will just find a shawarma.
Shawarma?
Shawarma.
Yeah, they'll have shawarma.
Yeah.
Alright. So Bodhi, Maya, was there anything you guys wanted to get up to?
I don't think so. Any plans in particular? Bodhi's doing her best not to look grumpy all the time because, yeah, no, she can't be 100% trusted by these people. She is aware of that fact, so there's a lot of, walking around not visibly armed, stuff like that.
But there are so many adorable manticores.
It's true, but, Bodhi's Bodhi. Like, she doesn't have
Yeah.
any intentions besides getting on with the next steps, as it were, so she's just sort of probably just standing in the sun.
So
Like a big
moving
old
on
white
to your
beacon.
fun character. No, I'm kidding. What's Stell doing?
I believe that Thel was getting shit-faced, or helping people get shit-faced and telling tall tales.
Alright, cool. Maya, was there anything you wanted to do?
Nothing really specific, no.
Alright then. So, we still missing Kanathis. Okay. So, in any event, eventually a manticore will come flapping down from the sky and said, Ralu's ready to see you guys again.
Cool.
Is this at her house, or is this just her just meeting up?
No.
Oh.
This is one of the basically nameless manticore tokens that look suspiciously like Ilya. Turns out they're all sisters. It's weird.
Fair enough.
Alright. So let's just pull you guys over here. Do you guys just gonna head over there? Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, just heading over sounds good.
Oop. And that goes there. Alright, is Stell going or is she staying behind?
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to go upstairs for a minute, and I had my headset on. And I could hear all of you talking, but I could not talk because I was on push to talk.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, Thel come with and all that stuff. She'll probably hear that it's time to get a move on.
okay, so grab these people. Whoop, whoop. And
After
Volan
eating a whole lot,
is...
I kind of wanted to go and go find some outfit. Go find a new outfit. Something thematic, something regional, something sexy, something exotic.
Something that is
Okay,
all
so-
veils.
All I'm hearing is a
Veils
belly
and
dancer's
silk.
outfit. Yeah, like silky.
Can I have a belly dancer outfit? I
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah,
Now.
that's basically what I just said.
The
Yes.
Shantae squid, sure.
Give it to
Yeah,
me.
you can become Shantae Squid.
Yes.
Let's see how much that is.
This is all I have ever wanted.
Clothing and containers. Do 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 do. If it would ever load. Do do.
I am pleased.
All right, so it's going to be about we'll call it a courtesan's outfit. Yeah, so it'll be about 8 GP,
Okay.
and it also contains some discreet pockets for items such as perfume, massage oils, or even a small dagger. So, any attempts to hide those things on your person, anything small, will have advantage. And know what?
Excellent.
It will also count because of where you are as a hot weather outfit. So you'll have a +2 bonus on fortitude saves to resist warm or hot weather.
That's cool.
Veils and silks and veils and silks.
Only
Although
about
constantly being drizzled with hot water, with seawater.
Yeah.
only about 8 GP.
It clings and is now all transparent. All according to plan.
All right, let me just do oh no. All right, so that was that. So
Poor Jesse.
yeah, poor Jesse. He failed his con save.
Poor Jet. Especially because I have no intention on providing him any relief right now.
Yep, it actually should have been a will save, but I can't be bothered right now.
Yeah.
It still would have failed. It really still would have failed. It was an 18 save. Oh well. Okay. So, Maya Bodhithel, Marlem, Jesse Leora, and Learlai. You're gonna all go back to Ralu's house.
Yep.
Yep.
Hiram, can you hear
Okie dokie.
us?
Let me make sure that all of this is working.
Rem?
I wonder if since he's put on Push to Talk, he forgot that he did that.
I am not a bright man.
Good show, old chum.
I just woke up, kiss my ass.
A fair
okay.
excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we might as well then quickly do this bit first. How does Volan's hawking of wares go?
Yeah.
Well, we're off doing Raleigh stuff.
I'm wearing warm clothes. I was in the recliner and I fell asleep to cops. It's the unholy trifecta.
Oh, that's the redneckiest shit ever. That's like 60-year-old redneck shit to do.
Have we not established that my name is Grandpa?
True.
He is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He has no excuse for not falling asleep. The only thing that would have made it better is if he had just made himself a fresh mint julep.
Oh no, we don't drink mint juleps up here.
No, not quite southern enough for that.
Nah, unfortunately, we prefer piss water like Coors.
Well, mint julep is a cocktail, not a beer, but you know.
I prefer ciders and mulled wine.
One thing I actually really like, which is in fact an English thing, the Yahtzee Croshaw talked about, was taking cider and then adding dashes of Angostura bitters to it. It's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to try that some point.
It is super good, and I never thought to do that. It's a very specifically English thing to do, and it's
Yep.
delicious.
Huh.
Yeah, it actually makes it so even sweet ciders that I hate, I'm actually able to drink because the bitters makes it palatable. But anyways, so, you guys are going to, oh yeah, make me a performance check, Voland. I'm not, I'm really used to 5th edition because it's superior. But let me actually look up what that check would actually be. Bullet. It'd be a charisma. It'd be a rock charisma check if you don't have anything for it. So let me open up your character sheet. Let's see what we can do. You can suggest a skill to hawk your wares, but you can't just like. This is you trying to convince people to buy your wares, so it's less the craftsmanship and more your salesmanship. So let's see what you got. Skills.
Career smith.
No. This is like a charisma thing.
Profession or professions. Dance.
I would accept diplomacy. I would accept. Hilariously enough, I would accept. Why do you have? Okay, well, you can basically like do that thing you did to Maya, where you just have the what's it called? The smithing speedo, and you could try to seduce people into buying your wares.
So you'll allow me to roll sex.
I will actually allow you to that because let me tell you a thing, Rem. It's a secret. It's a secret we Americans keep. Sex sells, Rem.
So there's just one person in the crowd just whispering to me, "Seduce me."
It's more like you can be beefcake for your own product if you want. You are an adventurer and a smith both. I'm pretty sure you have a positive charisma score. You do, in fact, have a positive charisma score. Your charisma is, in fact, a +4. Hey, look at that. So, yeah, you do find some people of both genders and pretty much all 3 races, although you find the no and only like one envenomed comes up to check your wares. It seems they're the more skittish and insular of the bunch, but some manticores and some naga are interested in your wares. You'll make about how much GP worth of wares do you carry around with you?
Let's see here. I carry around literally a portable forge. And actually I think also a portable shop. I do have some supplies from a previous mission where I was forging some armor and such. And I did say I was forging the most ancient of weapons that almost every culture has in some form or another, the spear. Also,
Alright.
I have a couple bars of metal just sitting out, so if anything else, they're going to be curious about the weird metal.
So you're not going to be able to go with the rest of the party right now because people don't want to because of the role you used. They don't want to actually get wares you've already made. They want to watch you make them. You know, sweat glistening in the sun and all that. The person in the mercantile selling like personal fans is making a lot of money right now. So congratulations, you helped another small business.
Well, Voland is a man of the people.
All right, so
Kavorka man of the people.
roll me with that success. You're a victim of your own success, so you need to roll me a 2d4 + 2. All right, you're gonna be busy for the next 8 hours.
Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, it was a 36. All right.
So they're just watching a guy in a loincloth and one of those Lawrence of Arabia hats just forging things for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the when we get back to you, we'll see how
So
much you
many.
made, and we'll see your checks, and we'll see how much money you made, because you'll also make quite a bit of money. So,
So many business cards are being passed out.
Yeah.
And I
So-
think I even have a catalog.
You'll notice that most people aren't really looking at your business cards. So,
Will they at least flip through the catalog?
they want to look through your catalog, sure. So, while that's happening, the rest of the party.
Yes.
So, you guys are gonna go back to Ralu's house, and you will notice quite a few more manticores seem to be arrayed, and all are standing almost protectively in front of her, and all have weapons in their hands, if not at the ready. Ilya takes her place um, off to the side, and the reason for this paranoia becomes clear as a figure standing next to Ralu lowers one of her, like desert swathing. I forget what it's called. I can only think of the word swathing. The thing to protect your head from the sun. I forget what that's called. Rem has one. Rem, what's it called?
A hat?
No. It's actually a name for that thing. Hey, Rem.
Hold on, let me look at my item. It's called a kifye.
Yeah, a kifye. Yeah. And reveals some ruddy brown skin and pointed ears.
There's like an eyebrow twitch from Bodhi. But
As far as you remember, Bodhi, elves were mostly all really, really pale.
she recognizes the ears. No one can miss the ears.
Yeah, no. This is an elf, but it's still vaguely surprising to you
But is
because
it a Garuda?
every elf you ever knew were known as the sun elf, were known as like the high elves.
Alright
And the
then.
high elves were all like super pale. They were high elves and snow elves. No delicious brown skinned elves at the time, at least that you
Garuda?
knew of, that you killed.
Yeah. I'll pause and examine her. Alright, I mean, let's face it. We know this is a dark-skinned elven woman.
Mm-hmm.
How big is her penis?
I mean,
Oh.
she is wearing like an outfit to protect her from the rays of the desert sun. I would allow a perception check if you wish. If you wash.
If
Yeah,
I
if you
wash?
While I
No.
while
Marlon
I
washes.
Yeah, no, I that was more a joke, but I will also, look this individual over properly.
It's
But fucking with the laser Bodhi
Okay.
precision.
It's fucking massive.
Okay. So let's find out. Let me zoom in. All right.
His perception.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Marlum! It's a dude.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go with that.
So Bodhi, you've been around Thel enough, and the only way you're able to tell this is with a nat 1 and just like the slight shift in position of this person and how they seem to carry themselves. If you were a betting woman, you'd place a bet on her being a hermaphrodite.
I'll observe her thinking, alright, I need to pick up as many important details about this individual as I can, and then I'll laser beam focus look over and think, all I can think of is that it's a hermaphrodite. What the fuck?
You just hear snickering from Thel. But I'll give you if you're looking her over, she doesn't seem to be incredibly toned like you'd expect a warrior or any of their eldritch knights you've faced in the past. You'd probably and she doesn't seem to reek of symbols of the arcane. You'd kind of actually figure her to be more of, well, if anything, a priest, kind of. Maybe. You're not entirely sure. So, Ralu will is standing there and you looks on you about as warily as Ilya and her 6 sisters. And Tunon does nothing but smile gently at you, and will speak to you. At first, you can tell from the way her lips are moving that she's not actually speaking Wolfkin, but what comes to your ears is Wolfkin. You suspect that this is just the spell tongues again.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a very long time since any of the Eastern races have come this far. Not in my lifetime, at least. I am pleased to see that, well, the races seem to be doing all right. The squids, at least, have. And she just kind of looks Leerli over, and just kind of her gaze just will kind of stop at her endowments before flicking back up to her face.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for reacting like that, to be perfectly honest.
Yep.
To be fair, it,
It's also
like,
a constant wet t-shirt contest right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
not only is it a constant wet t-shirt contest, but the only reason why if you bumped into her she wouldn't just topple over is because she has a bunch of she has very good footing. She's very slow, but it's incredibly hard to knock Leerli off her tentacles.
That's true. She has lots of support, which is very
Yeah.
important for the body.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
You have come an extremely long way to find our kind. I honestly thought that, well, at least we commonly believe that the races had forgotten about us. And honestly, all the better. Our kin weren't exactly kind to this world.
I'll look to the others and still just seem like uncomfortable to be the one to initiate any conversation. Fuck it. Well, we don't believe you to be completely safe. When the god fell, he happened to leave behind a great deal of artifacts. Artifacts that were left behind in a wood that could only be accessed by your people. They would have very much an interest in coming to collect you, be it through force or guile, in order to acquire these artifacts and essentially destroy our reality. Or at least conquer it completely.
Ah, I had wondered why an old stone would have come to. Well, Ralu said that you had come to aid. I see now it is out of necessity. That alleviates one fear at least.
I'll squint for a moment. What would that fear be?
The last of your kind came to exterminate us for the sins of our parents.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm a paladin and a goddess of retribution, although technically you all haven't done anything to retribute. I'll admit slowly and carefully. Although I have an immediate bias, I am aware that it is an unfair bias.
So, you say that the but the fallen god Volardrin, his we know little of the world outside of when we withdrew from it. This was before Volardrin's fall. You say that only our kind can access what he left behind?
You and a goddess. I'll glance at the others. What was the other option? I think it was just a different goddess. Or, terrible insanity, which they still might try.
The only ways you guys know the people have said is you can either have a direct blessing from the Red Queen who created it in the first place. You could either corrupt an elf and turn them into one of the drow, and then they could do it, or you could have a blessing of Jailith.
Hmm.
But none of you wanted to make a compact with the God of Madness.
Yeah. Kind of already pretty much comfortable with my own god compact. The paladin variety.
Ah.
And Thel knows better than to fuck crazy. She's been doing it for eons.
Yeah.
So, do you have come all this way for what exactly? You wish one of our kind to escort you through to these artifacts?
Pardon, sorry?
Why have you come all this way exactly?
Effectively, to protect you all. The people who are after you. Hags are quite powerful in their own right and would likely rather have drow on their side than make compacts with the goddess of madness. Effectively, it's entirely possible they're already here and presenting a danger.
It is hard to believe that our civilization could be breached, but if what you say is true, then, and hags truly have survived all this time, their guile is well known.
Also, we have come on a great quest for chicken.
What does any of this have to do with chicken? Talking about
It's that
saving
fucking
the world.
that maths meme where you just see numbers scrolling across it. And it's just all chicken occasionally.
Yeah, it's all
I
just like
might actually have to
chicken,
like yeah, I have to make that overlay. I think it's just a like a halfway faded KFC man and numbers spinning past. I'm pretty sure I could plug that into OBS, but we'll have to see.
yeah, and it's just like chicken, and then like the wood. Is there chicken in the wood? Is that why we're going there? Do elves have the chicken?
Oh my
We thought the elves were gone.
The elves are holding on to the last spice.
I understand now. They retreated from the world to hide the last spice.
Exactly.
Within the heart of elven civilization is the allspice. I must go.
The allspice.
Guys, I figured out what the last spice is. It's grated dried elf heart.
Ugh.
Oh, please no.
See, we were having fun, then you went dark.
Yeah.
Gotta ground us back to reality, yo.
Yeah.
Reality. Okay, whatever.
If whatever. there's
The
no
game is reality, man.
All
If you
right.
die in the game, you die for real.
All right, Marlon, you're dead. I really wanted you to go her.
My hip. Just down you go.
Hey, don't joke about out of alignment hips. That shit hurts.
Oh yeah. No. I actually meant to say heart. I don't know why. It's like you don't die of your hip going. You're supposed to die of your heart going.
I mean, you can if like a.
Well, yeah, if you're at the top of some stairs, maybe.
Well, no, if a splinter of bone like travels up to your brain or something like that. That's okay.
That's a weird spine fracture.
Don't talk about spine damage, yo.
All right. Anyways.
It's just not funny.
Okay. Anyways. So, where were we? God damn it, Bob. God damn it, Ren. All right. I honestly forgot where I was. Oh yeah. We were talking about what exactly you guys wanted to do. Bodhi had just told Tunon she wanted to protect them, and Tunon had just admitted that the what's they're called, the hags could be a problem if they were actually still alive.
Yeah, that's about right. They've been known to be crafty.
I exist. I
don't believe you. Yeah, Corleia has just fallen asleep in her own bust again.
Yep. She decided to check up on what Fel was up to, and now is still currently quite busy in the bar.
Yeah, you know what? We can actually do that. Hey, Corleia.
just a moment.
I wonder how the civilization would react to a centaur that's lactating what, honey? Was it?
No, just milk. She's got B pattern, but that's it. Okay, so what's Stray?
Okay. So let's find out. What are your skills? Let's find out let's look at your skills. Let's look at your barbar skills.
I'm good at spotting.
Good job. Let's open up. If your character sheet would ever open up, that would be fantastic. Thanks, Roll20. Oh hey, a web page is slowing down my browser. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
My computer just hates the Pathfinder sheets. All right. Click on character sheet. All right. So Beatar. Let's see what you got. Why do you have ranks into intimidate?
I don't
Barbarian?
know, they're there.
I will give you such a case of marshmallow hell, you'll die.
Pretty much. All right. Let's make me a charisma check +2.
The charisma what?
Charisma check +2. Good enough. You have ended up in a drinking contest with one of the envenomed who's really into.
Yes.
Let's see what I got here. Why are none of my assets in here? What is wrong with you?
What you gonna do with all damn assets?
Yeah, I know,
Corleia-
right? They took my assets.
Corleia and Sandra need to get into a drinking contest, which ultimately Corleia will lose.
I don't think there are any winners in that drinking contest.
Where are my...
They both have the same constitution, so who knows?
Did I have everything just saved under tar like a retard? I didn't know what I did. Nope, that don't. Apparently. Not saved there. Hang on, let me just check through everything to make sure I don't have this saved in a convenient place. Alright, I don't have it saved in a convenient place, so you don't get a cute scorpion girl token. But yeah, you're drinking.
Is your
Anyways,
internet
back to
okay?
what we were
That
doing.
was very cutty-outy unless that was on my end.
Was it? What?
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
No, like
Shit pile is
you
added.
you can blame my internet, but it's actually just my computer not being able to load so many things.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's shit pile added.
Which is going to be fixed really soon. Anyways, so I was trying to find a scorpion girl for Corleia to be drinking with, but I don't have it saved in any place convenient because I'm dumb. So yeah, Corleia's drinking with an envenomed right now.
That'll turn
Nice.
out well, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's great. All right.
Do I roll fortitude?
You can in fact roll me 3 fortitudes. All right. 30, 24, 25. All right, and roll me a. Let's see. Roll me d4. Okay. It's just a pure female one.
Don't worry,
Okay.
she has like 3 vaginas though.
Nice.
Only that one dick, though.
Nice. That's true. But you got fists.
This is also true. It's hard to have all three of them that close together, though.
That's that however is an issue.
Okay, so Corlia is drinking with giant scorpion lady, and back to the show with Ralu, Tunan, and the party. So, you guys have said that you're here to help the elves, and Tunan has admitted that the hags, if they do exist, are a problem. But there are many of my kind who would prefer to remain isolationist and to let outsiders into our sanctum who aren't of the races we befriended here would be a task in and of itself. We first would need to prove any of your allegations before you're allowed within the city limits.
Hmm?
What? Huh?
You didn't hear any of that?
No,
It was-
I might be lagging. Let's have a look here. Have I got frame drops? Like a couple earlier, but no
Yeah,
reason to do so
I
now.
heard Stray perfectly. That was your end.
Oh, how annoying. Well, hopefully I won't have to reset anything because it came through. I don't fucking know. Sorry, yes, could you repeat yourself, Stray, please?
Okay, she basically said that the elves are rather isolationist and fearful of outsiders who aren't part of the races that they befriended here because they don't really feel like being purged. And Tunan says that one of the best ways to be granted access to the city is to either prove that there are hags, around this area and infiltrating, or one thing I didn't get to is that she will say that undertaking a great service for the city to prove that you're there to help them would also be satisfactory. So yeah, she said that while she believes you because she rolled amazingly on her not insight but sense motive check. She and because you have Ralu's tentative approval, she says that access to the hidden city will be difficult at best. So you either need to prove that there are hags infiltrating, and then she might be able to grant you access, do a great service for the city, or she will say, if you can prove to me that this is truly going on, I might be able to grant you powerful illusions so that you appear as elves and can move around our city.
To be entirely honest, investigations and intrigue are not my specialty. However, doing great deeds and incredible feats, absolutely within my wheelhouse.
Same.
Alright. Well, there is one thing that would grant you immediate access to my city. There is a place very, very far from our city. Well, maybe not far to you, but far enough that our kind don't want to travel that far, and we would never ask the friends that we have here, she'll nod to Ralu, to go and risk themselves on this. But there is a artifact of great power to um, of the it's an artifact of the sun. You have to understand my people have over a long period of time have changed our worship when Volardrin began his war with the Titans. We split off and started our own form of, well, I say started, more like reverted back to. We call ourselves the Sun Elves, and there is an artifact of great solar power buried within the sands, far in the accursed domain. Our people tend not to travel there, for there are warnings written in an ancient primordial tongue. But if you were to go and retrieve that artifact of legend for my people, you would be welcomed with open arms.
Alright.
No, Rem, the artifact is in fact you open up an ancient crypt and Solaire pops out.
Fuck yeah, this is the best gift of all.
Fuck yeah.
Woo!
No, we all get our very own sun.
Only I too could be as grossly incandescent.
Or it's Al from Borks.
So
That'd be something.
So you have three things you could do. You could prove the hag infamous and either convince Tunon and the Elder Council to let you in. You could prove to Tunon that they exist and infiltrate the city, or you could retrieve an artifact for the Sun Elves.
Retrieving an artifact sounds like fun. I like artifacts.
It does.
Alright.
I'll say over the Squidfy, are we sure? I do have a communicator to talk to Mom. She would probably be able to like prove our story.
Possible?
I will say that she is asking for proof that hags have infiltrated this area, not that just hags exist. But it might go away to helping your entrance into the city. If that's what you guys want to do.
It also does occur to me, we don't actually have any way of detecting hags, pretty much, so.
You, I mean, you kind of do. You just haven't asked around. Remember, hags have the primordial curse. The Promethean curse.
Right, where they make our location shitter just by being around.
Yeah, that's good at determining where a hag vaguely is, not that specifically, though.
That's more than you have to leap off of than, like, most Dark Heresy quests.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just, thinking that maybe calling the person who is actually a hag might be a good place to start for more than that.
It's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm not there right now.
No, you rolled too well. You're a victim of your own success.
You're gonna be there all night.
Yeah, this is what. Well, he'll be there all day, because this is what you get when you try to hawk your wares, and then you use that roll, and you get a 36.
I mean, are you aware of just how much he's running off his own hype?
It's like Vegeta up in here.
He thinks he is literally the best and only smith on the entire continent.
And little does he know that the only reason so many people are interested in him is that he's an exotic slab of man meat.
That swings hammers.
Yeah, but they don't care about the hammer.
They
And
want
is currently only wearing
Yeah,
a
defective.
fancy hat, a man thong, and determination.
Unless
They
we're
want
talking
that
about
knot.
the hammer is what it is. Okay, so
Hmm.
what
So
you guys gonna do?
I'm happy to make preparations to go check out sweet stuff. Loot.
same. Oh, I got moved back.
At the same
You're not
time,
there.
yeah, at the same time
Oh.
having people who will look into like locations that have gotten like weirdly shitty and kind of unsettling and crazy would be a good idea. Like the idea of the alchemist person like fucking up and manticoring everyone, and but like chimeraing, a bunch of people. Sounds like the
there's
kind of
that.
crazy shit that would be caused.
yeah,
But it's hard to say exactly.
There's the Manta Drake Archwizard. You killed one of the people she also turned into a Manta Drake, and she's out there in the desert. There is Marlam's thing he wants to do.
All sorts to do.
oh yeah, quite a bit.
I can never think of plot hooks.
What direction is Chicken Quest in compared to this artifact?
Yeah, that was actually about that.
So, was I in fact smart? Let's find out if Stray was. Let's just go into tabletop. Let's go into my art. Let's go over to my roll 20 and Gabriel Pickard, and let's see if I am not smart. Congratulations, guys. It's confirmed. Not smart. I did not buy Gabriel's desert vial tiles, which I was going to make a map off of.
Ah, well.
So, we're going to have to suffer with Manticore City for now. And, which they, by the way, by now, they just call Oasis. Manticores tend to be very descriptive. So this
Good
is
enough.
the city of Oasis, and that's like the mercantile. Because it's a mercantile. Okay, so, you see that mesa over yonder? Way in the back, over there. Back there.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you see that shadow behind it?
That other mountain, the mountain range.
See that little shadow behind it?
Yeah.
That's a shadow? I thought it was just a bit of sky.
No, I live near these. That's a
Yep.
mountain.
So, that's where Marlam's thing is. Yeah. And you see way over here, beyond that range over there is where they want you to go to find the long lost artifact of the sun. The only thing she'll tell you about it is that it's recorded in her people's legends, and specifically she was trained as it about it. Told the story when she was in training to be a sun priestess, and she will say that it is supposed to be an artifact of great power, and if set within a city's heart, the civilization can never, there's a lot of descriptions for it. Some say never know death, some just say never know a dark night. She said it's very difficult to determine because different portions of her populace believe different things about the legend. It's basically, if you were to think about it, their holy grail. If you were to recover their holy grail, then you get access to the city, and like people will really, really like you to begin with. But she will warn you that no one who's ever searched for it has ever returned, and that is why there's sun elves are both forbidden to look for and told it's just a myth.
Fair enough.
The priesthood does know it exists, but they don't want to send anyone after it. Because last person who they sent after and survived came back gibbering mad.
I feel like we're pretty resolute and strong and ready.
Woo!
Yeah.
I mean, that just sounds like a cool place to go anyway, even if it wasn't as a favor.
Yep, basically. It's like, I realize we haven't been called upon by heroes of legend, we've been called upon by adventurers. Fuck, it's worse than we thought, the world really will die.
Murder hobos for hire.
Please, I prefer, violence transients.
When adventurers show up in your city, fear.
So does Marlon want to go after the mountain chicken?
The great mountain chicken.
It was the last spice. He already found the perfect chicken.
Yeah, the bling chickens.
Yeah, the blue chicken.
I mean, if you look in the back there, you can even see the great mountain chicken.
Purchase for myself with PayPal.
The great mountain chicken watches you all.
That. I mean, I'm all for finding the last spice, but that's Bakak.
Bakak. It's out there singing its sweet legend to the skies.
Oh yeah.
Marlon.
I like how the more you zoom in, the smaller it gets.
Marlon, thou art worthy. Brr.
Now you just need to make certain that you choose wisely.
Chose poorly. Oh, is that it? Like, as opposed to a table full of grails, instead it's a table full of chicken wings. If you pluck up the wrong wing, it burns you up from the inside instead of disintegrates you because it's just that spicy.
Yeah.
Like, they all smell like innocent spices, and then obviously the one you actually want is the most dangerous looking of the wings, and you find out that it was just a sweet barbecue glaze.
Oh,
I was just about to say,
Oh.
there's an entire table full of plates with chicken on them. All of them are atomic hot, except one, which is actually a nice smoky honey barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, I'm hungry. Fuck. I'll make a sandwich in a bit.
Let me see.
Well, I think pretty much everyone's always a game for wings.
This is true.
That's
No,
fair. What?
Not a big wings fan?
no, I don't like the sheer amount of tiny bones and gristle in them.
But the gristle's good.
No, it's
Get
not.
boneless wings then.
I
Boneless
do
too.
prefer boneless wings. Yeah.
They're quite.
What you can just do is, at least at pubs here in the States, you can, if you don't like all that gristle and bones and stuff like that, but you still really like the sauce, you can just ask for chicken strips tossed in the wing sauce of
That's
your
fucking
choice.
brilliant.
We'll do that at our pizza shop too.
Now
But-
that is a mark of civilization.
But no, hear me out. How do you English eat ribs? Do you know how to eat ribs properly?
Okay, we're not going to get into this discussion.
Yes.
We can talk about it after the session.
There is a certain rib etiquette.
Let's move on to what we're doing now.
Okay. So while we were doing that, I did end up buying Garo Pickard's Desert Dwellings, so I can work on the map for you guys. So, what would you guys? So, are you gonna tell Tunon what you're gonna try to do?
Yeah,
So-
I guess we'll see if a couple of their own can look into, specifically like people who are being weirder than usual or things that don't seem quite right. Like they would frankly be better to look into that than us. In the meantime, we're gonna go find sweet legendary stuff.
All right. Well, um, what's her name? Rula will point out. Well, like the strangest acting weird thing that's happened was the Manta Drake incident.
Yes. But as well, it seems like it'd be weird that there'd be only one isolated incident. I know the hags are pretty sure of themselves, but they've been bapped on the nose at least once by now. There might be more about.
I understand. We'll keep an eye out. Is there anything you can tell us about the nature of these hags? They have never been seen on this part of the world before.
At least in their true form, like they've got lots of like they've got vestigial claws and so on, and weird little semi-birdie bits.
So, pseudo-avian qualities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just also tend to make places that they are around for long periods of time kind of shitty. Like, just little things will start going wrong at first. Until eventually it starts to feel kind of detestable. Like, someone keeps breaking way too many cups than they should. Or, like it usually starts with little tiny things. Because that's how creeping evil sort of does its work. Just do it real quickly.
Tula, yeah, sorry. Rula will frown at that and say that sounds disturbingly similar to what led up to the Manta Drake incident.
Interesting.
She'll be sure to investigate this further. All right. So, Runan will confer with Tula very quickly. Ugh. Tunon will confer with Rula real quickly, and then
Ralu.
Ralu will produce a small map. And this is what appears to be a map of the countryside with the ruin came out of to the east and the city to the south. And let me pull you guys over. Put down.
I hate sand.
We
Gets at everything.
what?
I hate sand.
But
Sand
well, this
so-
sand would actually be like that. The sand on that planet would not.
Yeah, I know.
Too big.
Okay, so at first, that little cart, when I was just glancing at it, I'd swear it looked like a fucking naval cannon.
Wait, what? Sorry? I see this little building here.
That's a building.
That's a
Okay, now we'll just do a
That's
little
the
texty
town.
bit and then go.
that's not a moon.
Oasis.
That's an entire village.
Yeah, like, this little thing in the top corner of it, when it was big, it looked like a futuristic gun turret.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
Okay.
Yeah, those are his DM notes.
What are you pointing at endlessly? Stop, Remy. Get it together, man.
Knock it off. Alright. And we'll call this over here. Drag and drop this. Whoop.
Alright, it's the time of the year where one of my cats starts going insane from being cooped up inside.
Okay, but oh, it's the village of the giants. Oh, and never mind. They apparently they deflated.
And there's where you guys came out in the port. Just a little closer than that, actually. I'm not great with scale. There we go.
It's fine.
And where Bob wants to go is, you see where this map kind of depresses a little bit, and how you guys are at the bottom of the depression.
They're never depressed. Adventurers have it too easy.
But you see what I mean? Like, this right here looks like a depression.
Oh yeah, I can
Sort
totally see
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll actually end up putting mountains and stuff over here, but this is the mesa where Bob's thing is, and
Mhm.
over here is where the relic is supposed to be.
Okay.
So now you guys have like a visual thing. Should probably turn this into units. One. And the
Mm.
unit. Okay. There you are. So, however you guys want to plan out your thing, do it that way. Shoot back over here.
Sure, let's make ourselves some preparations. To be on a
Alright.
whimsical, wonderful way.
Yeah, let's go.
So,
I'm ready for an adventure.
Tunon will nod at you guys. Well, I do hope you the best of luck, and take care not to perish out there.
I'll look at all of the people with their squishy lifeblood and think, I really hope they don't perish too.
Alright.
All their squishy lifeblood. It's just Marlem in the corner. I know there's a
Alright.
person in there, so like.
Ralu will say that if you guys leave the next morning, she'll have some things prepared for you. Some things to perhaps to at least help you in the desert. For now, is it so that no one can hear me?
No, can hear you. It just occasionally has like fucking moments where it's completely wank.
I
Weird.
thought that was just me.
Nope.
Okay. Well, Ralu will have stuff for you guys in the morning. She can't supply you all on her own, but she can get some supplies to at least help you in the desert. And we'll ask if you would like one of her, Ilya, the Pathfinder, to guide you guys through the desert.
Cool. You know what might help actually?
Hmm.
Switching the Discord server. That usually fixes stuff.
Scow, you wanna do that?
Do what? Sorry, I was getting poked about work stuff. Sorry.
No, I'll take care of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just be distracted from it. I'm present, but only halfway present because I've got to handle this stupid thing.
um, she will ask if you would like the Pathfinder Ilya to accompany you.
Yeah, sure.
She's quite adept at wandering the waste.
Oh,
Sounds good.
sounds good.
Okay. Ilio will look kind of pleased at that. You have the feeling that she just finds you guys interesting and nothing else. A bunch of weirdos from across the trackless sea.
Yep, weirdos. That's us.
Yep.
Just wants to poke at you a little bit. All right.
Marlon pokes
So-
back. Poke. Poke. Poke.
Now, clearly it was Liralai she was poking, because how are you erect? Giggity. All right. So, Ralu will say that you guys can stay in her home overnight while she makes some few preparations for you. So it is about like the heat of the afternoon. Are you guys gonna go? What are you guys gonna do?
Someone should tell Volan that about the plan. So I'll do that.
Sure.
All right. When it looks like the conversation has died down, Tunan takes a step back to where a crack in the wall is letting in some sunlight, and turns into sunbeams and disappears. Bye bye.
Andy.
What did she just do?
Turn into
She
sun.
turned. Yep.
Some people can shadow port.
Oh, I know exactly what she is.
Do you?
I do.
Elf.
No, she's a solar oracle.
Yeah, I'm taking all my fun.
Wait, they can fucking do that?
Yeah, you can walk through sunlight and
Fucking
just
fuck, that's
and travel
awesome.
through the sun through sunbeams to anywhere the sun touches within your available distance.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, because
Yeah, sun oracles are real cool, man.
I mean, I know most oracles can actually be pretty fucking awesome.
Interesting. Oh, Marlon's gonna head upstairs and read a book.
Cool.
I suppose Scout could have guessed it, but I kind of skipped it over with that perception check. Oh well.
Yeah, what's up?
Ah, Nat 20. You probably could have told that from the way she was talking and looking at you guys. She can't see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Sounds like an oracle curse to me.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what you guys doing? Marlon went upstairs just to read a book about chickens.
Maya
Do they
went to.
actually have chickens here?
Not so much.
What a thought. I don't know. Do they have a thing? Do they have one that's like about magic, or did I doubt they have one advanced like part like weird atoms in DNA and junk.
Well, I need to ask what languages you speak. And no, he didn't. Yeah, Kanathis played a blind character, but she wasn't an oracle. She was a paladin who got her eyesight taken away to resurrect somebody.
I am aware. I am aware that that the sight was taken away.
I like that character.
Yeah.
Yes, I briefly played someone who was blind.
Yeah. What's her name?
Lumia.
Lumera? Lumia. Okay, yeah, she was cool. Okay, so you don't speak any of the languages these books are written in.
Interesting. Well,
You don't. Yeah, you don't speak Sans, and you don't speak Elvish.
that's unfortunate.
You don't speak sand, and all you can see the word saying repeatedly is "I don't like
Hey.
sand."
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I have to restart. I'm going to restart my computer. I'm getting static in my headset for some reason. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna turn it off, restart my computer, and see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Um. Um. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna have to like fight through a crowd to get to him. You can get to him, but
A damn storms out.
I mean,
Moon speed.
I have 45 feet range, so...
all right.
At least for fun bit of that, I can start before reaching him.
No.
Well,
You keep doing what you're doing. I am perfectly fine here, and my crowd of new friends who are hopefully gonna buy something. Buy. Hello.
Hello.
and Corlia, I believe, had just won a drinking contest.
Yes. Did I? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
Corley doesn't even know that she won for a few minutes.
all right. Well, Marlem is Maya used Mage Hand to like get his attention from far away. Marlem just kind of power armored through the crowd. Hey, look, it's that Kanathis guy. Kanathis? Okay.
He's restarting his computer.
Well, it said he had come back, so.
Yeah.
You guys can use like.
We can actually fucking talk.
Yeah, you guys can talk about your little RPG.
Yeah. He just pushes through. Hey, Volan, for tomorrow we're gonna start an adventure. You might want to start collecting stuff instead of selling it.
Busy.
I can see that, but it's time to stop, guys.
Nope. I am on a roll.
You know what? I never get to use this anyway. I stick the tip of my flamethrower towards into the pit he's using to like smith stuff and light and turn it on full blast. Like, of course, I'm angling it sort of down and not like into.
What are you doing?
Voland wasn't listening to Marlem, so Marlem flamethrowered everything he was trying to build.
And I keep going.
You son of a... Grabs a sack.
You leave my sack alone.
Not.
Are you gonna stuff
Alright.
Volan into a burlap
I'm
sack?
gonna stuff Volan into a burlap sack. Exactly.
All of the embed will not tolerate being put in a sack.
Okay, so
Go
that
home,
sounds
Shug.
Come on,
like
Volan.
that. Okay, if you're actually going to try to do that, then you're gonna need to make an attack roll.
Him or me?
Him
Okay.
to stuff you into a sack.
I intend, if he tries it, I will claw his fucking eyes out.
That'd be unarmored, so that'd just be 2, right? Yeah.
Does Volan not want to come with us or something?
He's being weird.
He's running off his own ego right now.
Yeah.
The crowd starts booing Marlum.
See, my people love me.
Do I add my strength modifier to this?
What is he doing? Why is everyone like loving him so much?
Because
Putting on a Macho Man show.
He got a 36 on a perform hunk roll, and so basically all he's been doing for the last 2 hours is striking poses with just like wearing a Speedo while trying to get people to buy his product.
I'm also making things.
He's also, knocking out his deductibles.
They don't care what he's making. You can visit him afterwards. We need to talk.
I will
Do
be
I add my strength check
back in
this?
5
Pretty
minutes.
sure I do. Yeah.
Alright, and what kind of attack was that?
It'd probably be like that wouldn't be a grapple check because it'd be actually be higher. A punch maybe, I guess. It's whatever you think would be need to just throw a burlap sack on someone and then get them to calm down. I have no idea. You said an attack roll.
That sounds like a grapple check to me.
Well,
It does, but I hate the grapple rules in this game.
yeah. Can it just?
We'll just go.
Well, I
with
mean,
an attack.
grapple rules are cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not.
Go with an attack roll.
Yeah,
Hey, Rem, what's your unarmored AC?
My unarmored AC.
You're in the loincloth.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, you. If you're
19.
striking sweaty muscle man poses.
Okay, so Marlum has 1 success against stuffing you into a bag and hoisting you away. What do you do?
I claw my way out.
Okay.
With actual claws.
Okay. So, are you attacking Marlum or are you attacking the burlap sack?
I am attacking the bag that is holding me.
Well, he's basically got like
So
a bag around
sunder.
your head and
I mean, how
shoulders.
hard is it to sunder a burlap sack?
We'll find out. So you need to make an attack roll against that sack, man. You need to do that. All right, let's see your damage. This just has to be your unarmed attack.
I think as a Wolfie boy, you do a D4 plus strength on your unarmed attack.
Alright, so you shred the bag in half, now what?
I go back to my work.
Marlon, what do you do?
Are you seriously thinking about tasing me?
I did, but I don't actually have a taser. So it's either beat you with a sword or but I'm just gonna take all the iron, just as much material that he has laying around. Just run off with it back in the middle of the crowd.
Say, Marlon. How do you feel about will saves?
What are you helping Volan?
Oh god!
Yes, I am absolutely helping Voland.
Why?
Are we
so not going somewhere?
We have devolved into PvP. Bob, make a will save.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out what my will save is at the. Wait, I got it written down. Where do I have it? Where is the will save? It's not very high, so I doubt I'll meet it.
Well, hey,
Ah!
Ah! All right. So, we're gonna go like this. Don't bother rolling initiative. We're gonna go Maya, Voland, Marlem. All right. So, Maya will be 1. Voland will be 2. Marlem will be 3. And what we're going to do now, because you guys forced this to happen, is Maya just went and Volan just went. So it will go like that. And so now we go. Okay, Marlo, it's your turn. What do you do?
That was. I assume that was immediately after Volan escaped the bag.
Yeah, after Voland escaped the bag, Maya casted something on you, and now it's your turn.
I continue on with Plan A. I'm just pick up. I could pick up the anvil.
You will not be picking up my anvil. You'll be leaving my portable shop alone.
Yes, I pick up the anvil.
Leerly, if you're doing the squid dance, can you at least hold like one of my shop signs when you do it?
No, what you do is Kanathis, when you
Yeah?
are wearing the belly dancer's outfit, you have a +2, and because of your assets, you have advantage on the roll. Because just oh my god,
Well, I mean,
you're
okay.
exotic.
I'll either for where you are,
And a rock.
yeah, this wouldn't work on the other side of the world, but on this side of the world, all right. And where are you doing this?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Can you be like near my shop and hold one of my signs when you do this?
Why am
I
I
think she's
supposed
just
to be
out over
going?
here.
Aren't we supposed to
Yeah,
be doing
but
something important?
yeah,
In
but
the
right
Supposed to be
morning.
going somewhere.
yeah, but right now, Boland, Maya, and Marlem are doing something, so you guys can do something as well.
Line
So
dancing.
Lirelai and Jesse and Leora are over here.
I am
Leora
going.
is going to
You know what?
start playing. One of the reasons you have advantage is Leora is going to help by playing you music. And Jesse is going to make me a save.
I will
Of course,
grab.
it's gigantic.
I will grab Jesse's witch hat and throw it on the ground, open up. So like, if you want to throw money in, ha 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 ha.
Okay, Jesse makes a save.
He's fine for now.
For now.
Let's save versus boner.
No, he already failed that one.
It's true. What I meant was, does he pass out from boner?
What do you mean? We'll find out. All right, we'll find out.
Yep.
All right, so that's happening. Back to Marlem. Marlem, what are you doing? And you know,
So
Del
headed.
and Bodhi can say whatever they're doing, and Corley, you can just say in the chat, and they'll see. While these three are in PvP.
I'm gonna try and run away with. Would it be the anvil or the rent? No, definitely. He needs the anvil. He could probably.
Hold on, I need to figure out how this
Yeah.
one item works.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
If it's
okay, Voland, tell me how your anvil works, how big it is, and how much it weighs, and then while you're doing that, Bodhi, what are you doing?
Sorry, I mean, they don't have plans, I suppose. I think Thel was going to go back to trying to flirt with Ruler, if anything. Ralu. Fuck, I did it too now.
Ralu. Yeah, I know, right?
Ruler's my Bork.
Yep, it does. The names are too similar. Tunan's gone. Ilya and these guys are gonna leave for now. Ilya's gonna accompany you guys as Pathfinder. Hey, Thel, make me one of them checks.
Sure. Alright, Thel. You got this. This is what you've been training basically since your existence.
That was a 4.
It was. It's very low for her.
Yeah, it's still pretty high, pretty high. And you know what? Since you guys seem to get along with Tunan, you know what? Ralu's into it.
Rad.
Yep. So she is going to take Thel by the hand and lead her upstairs.
Thel will make happy Thel noises.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Now she gets to find out the power of Manticore tail pussies.
So, Marlum, you're gonna try to pick up my anvil and run away?
It depends. What exactly does it do? I mean, this could either be hilarious or it could be like Marlum's doing a very big stupid. Because if it's like you can't move it unless you say it or whatever.
Once per day, as a standard action, the wearer can speak the vest command word in order to bring it forth with all the standard tools required to make a check for any one craft skill. These tools appear in countless pockets on the outfit, or if too heavy, on the floor, or a nearby shelf, or on a workbench, or a toolbox, or a cover that appears nearby. Once summoned, they remain for 24 hours, or until another creature touches them, whichever comes first. You take my anvil, it poofs.
Oh,
You prick.
Alright.
okay, yeah, show's over.
Nope.
Oh,
Wait, what's Dre? Pick up my hammer.
Okay, so Marlum, you reached down and poked this thing, and now it's gone. It's gone. Voland, what do? Your anvil is gone. He touched your anvil and it exploded.
I imagine the ninja scroll poof.
I pick up my hammer and I swing at his dick.
Okay.
Ooh.
I will do
So-
the Superman kick of all hammer swings.
Attack
So
roll.
You're gonna have to make an attack roll against Marlum and his power armor.
Is Marlum actually wearing his power armor? I thought he took
Yeah.
it off while we were
No, I put it back on when Volan started it. I was embarrassed, so I put it back
Okay.
on. That was the last session. Pretty sure I even put it in chat.
Yeah, you
Right.
have
Is
it
your armor
back
quick
on.
gone?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
It literally folds into a suitcase and folds out. It's pretty awesome.
So, I need an attack roll against Marlum. 28 for 32 damage, Marlum.
Ow, that hurts.
I assume that hits you?
Yep, I'm checking to see what my DR is.
In the dick.
Ow.
Why is my okay? That's how
Oh
much stuff
god,
I
I
have.
killed Marlum.
No, I don't know why my hit points went away. Oh, I actually have way more than that. Why is that wrong?
Why is your health like this? Why are you like this, Bob?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, and then minus what? 30. What is that? 32 minus 5 is what? 20.
7.
Alright.
Ow.
Jesus fuck.
Alright. Maya.
Well,
Now you're just trying to
that,
knock Marlum out.
That escalated.
You can see Volan trembling with too much fury for too small a frame.
Yeah, let's calm Volan down.
Oh god.
I knew it.
They're just gonna make him pop a rage boner.
Okay, so you need to make a will save against, and who's the subject?
Voland, is there a suitably aroused looking person in the crowd within the appropriate range?
The answer to that question is very much yes.
Whichever one of the ones that is that happens to be hottest.
Hottest or biggest endowment? This is a question.
I mean, it's Voland. He'll prefer biggest endowment, I'm sure.
Really?
All right. So, first off, Merzendi, roll me a D2.
I was considering that, Scow, but that would be a bit too rapey towards Marlem.
I really, really thought that too. All right, so I was going male female, so it is in fact a chick again, because you know Volan's type, you know what he's after. You saw him with the first blade.
Yeah, giant, big-breasted lady.
Yeah. All right. And then roll me a D3.
Like the sound of stone grating on stone, you hear Volden's head turn.
All right, so this is an envenomed.
Oh.
So, Volan will save against rushing up to envenomed. I really want you.
Can I just say I fail that?
You can, in fact, just voluntarily fail.
Sure.
It wouldn't matter. Marlon's gonna do what he's gonna do next turn anyway.
Well, you say that.
Like the sound of stone grating on stone, you hear Volan's head turn, looking at said envenomed, pointing at them, dropping the hammer.
It's not your turn yet. So, Marlem, are you gonna try to do something? Because it looks like Volan's attention has completely shifted.
Scream out, show's over, and then run the fuck away. I mean,
aren't you kind of like doing the cowboy bow-legged walk at this point?
Crawls away. He's getting away.
All right then.
This is why you need to
zooms
invest
off.
in a solid codpiece.
Lippy, he's moving at a rapid rate of speed. He's going to do that regardless. It doesn't matter.
He does the bear crawl.
Roland, you jump into this girl's arms, and let's see what kind of test I want to make.
Me. No.
Hang on. Let's leave this. Roll me a D8.
Me?
Yeah, you. All right then. So, I never actually intended for this to happen this way. You people always do this in my games. What is wrong with you? So, Voland gets dragged away by a crowd. Bye, Voland.
Bye, Volan.
An 8 means that the crowd couldn't control themselves after all of that edging. Maya, are you gonna follow? This promises to make great sketches.
Gangbangs.
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, so Volan, congratulations. You're being
Dragged into
passed
the raging
around.
darkness?
Yep, passed around by a small crowd. It's pretty great.
Let's roll
Marlem
for kids again.
no. Marlem looks over his shoulder and sees this happening and shudders because he knows his true destiny lies only with chicken. Away!
Away!
Little rocket boots fire out of his shoes and he Team Rocket's in the distance. All right, and Learly.
Yes.
I
See
Mjolnired
that.
Iron Man in the deck. It was
How
a
much?
good day.
How much money?
Doop, 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 doop. Let's look over here at what that check was. It was a 19.
How much money can I get from dancing?
You may roll me 40, 50. 40, 50 plus 19. Let's call it that.
Hello?
You...
I said twice. It did not go through again.
Nope.
Well,
Or
I heard.
Go ahead.
I heard you. So.
Okay, well, weird.
You might have been
So-
hearable. I've been working, so it's hard to concentrate on both.
I
You want me
need
to roll something?
40, 50 plus 19.
that's how much money you make.
You make 155 silver and 19 gold.
Sweet.
And some invitations. Some people are quite taken with you. Some of them are just invitations to dinner, you know. And
Oh.
and romantic walks by the oasis.
Oh.
As long as her boyfriend can come.
I mean, obviously, they can see Jesse there just trying to hold it in. They think he's adorable.
Oh. I mean, he
He's a
is.
sweetie.
I don't like the phrase just falls out of.
So, hey Voland,
Yeah.
con save.
Just con?
Just con. Okay, you're not gamed. And roll me a
D what?
D8. Okay, you no one gets knocked up. Well, you don't have to roll to knock anyone up. Everyone was taking their teeth. Okay. So, while all this is happening, is there anything anyone would like to do before you head out in the morning?
Ice pack?
Uh, I mean, very understandably. Do you
Obviously.
ever decide to join in at all?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Corlia, you're the only one we haven't touched on a bit. Is there anything you want to do?
Nothing that comes to mind. I'll probably just be flirting around after the drinking contest.
Okay. Well, if you want to, who do you want to flirt with then?
Just anyone in particular.
Okay. Like multiple people?
Sure.
Okay. You people. I swear to God. All right. Sounds like charisma check to me. Plus, give you a +4.
Uh.
Certainly, Scout.
Oh. It's a 10.
You only manage to attract the interest of the girl you were having a drinking contest with.
Nice victory sex.
Yeah. And Scow. When you do your evil pingness, the only thing that pings is the blown out top of Ralu's home.
Yes, no, I can send. I've probably been by this point been able to, when doing a cone of detect evil, be able to tell the difference between Fel's particular lusty evils and then generic.
Yeah.
We ping as evil.
Well, I wasn't actually talking about Thel. I was talking about the actual top of Ralu's home was where the thing got blown out because
Oh,
Ralu
right.
lives on these 2 levels.
Yes.
Because Ralu owns 2 levels, and then there were 3 levels above her.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's night. I can see good, and probably will be undisturbed. I'll take a look at that place.
Cool. All right. You can land in there without any problem. There's quite a bit of scorch marks that you can make out, and extremely deep claw marks in the walls.
Okay. And yeah, I guess I'm really not an investigator, but now that I've finally got some peace and quiet, and people are done smashing genitals together, I'll just be like, okay, let's just take a look here and see what we can find. 19.
19. All right. You're gonna look around and crouch and kind of feel around for a bit. And you know what? Let's see if you find anything. I'll give you a D4 to see if you find anything interesting.
Sure. 4.
Okay, with a 4, you're gonna hunt around, and you notice some claw marks, which don't exactly look. Mm, they don't look as big and as deep as a drake's claw, like as big old drake's claws. And you find this room was obviously torn apart, right?
Yeah.
So you find where one of the claw marks ends, actually something had fallen on top of it, like moved a little bit of a rug, so it had covered it up a little bit, and you pluck out a claw.
Interesting. Does it look like one of those raveny taloned hag claws?
You know what? You've seen those before, and you've also seen manta drake claws before. You guys actually dissected the manta drake. This definitely does not look like a manta drake. It's far too small. This looks more similar to avian rather than reptile claws.
Okay.
So this this would, you could guess that this belonged to may have belonged to a hag or maybe a great bird.
Okay. Strayfinder Civil War. I don't tend to title episodes. I'm too lazy.
She just does episode blank.
Yep. Numbers or seasons or both. Yeah, alright then. I will tuck that away for now. And make a disappointed noise as though I couldn't find anything and flap off.
Alrighty. What does anyone else get up to anything during the night?
Valerian gets up to her balls.
I mean, this is true. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point I'll just go and see Marlem to make sure that I didn't my little prank didn't get him too badly hurt.
First,
Bob?
I think I'm gonna find Lirelai.
Okay, well, Lirelai's dancing at this point.
He kicked me in the dick.
My boss, the food crashed.
Eat crack my
Crush.
chicken eggs.
Oh no!
The pain. I would suggest you not do the whole transfer the pain into you, because that could be painful.
Eat crack my eggs.
Alright, I'm just gonna transfer. Oh god, the pain! I've healed sword wounds, but this hurts worse. The hell?
I fear if I move too much, the yolk's gonna come out my leg.
Ow.
You poor boy. One moment.
I'm slightly disturbed that one of my hits could half your health.
I don't have very much hit points. That's the main reason I avoid melee combat.
Ugh, what a shite roll.
I mean,
All right, what was that? Healing.
eh.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, a bit. Mostly, I felt that should have been mostly pride damage.
I was going to say, do you have an ability that cures harm to pride? Because that seems really more appropriate.
I don't have that.
I mean, we have this club of healing.
Fuck
Smack you in
you.
the deck, it heals you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, 1 second, I got my healing ball peen hammer. Just spread him. You might feel a pinch.
Oh.
That's okay. I wonder how Hellhound Knight's being caught on fire.
Alrighty then.
Anyway.
So, the lot of you will wake up the next morning. Some of you in closer proximity to Ralu than the others, and you will all eventually get back from whatever you were doing. Voland has a bit of a cowboy strut coming back, but you know.
I also have a cowboy strut but for a different reason.
I
I'm gonna
came.
enjoy
I
this.
saw. I came.
Help, there's spooge everywhere.
Alright.
It's Sturchy.
You guys will come back, and Ralu, as promised, has some things for you. You also find Ilya waiting for you. Now all she's usually dressed in like some armors and stuff like that for being around the city, but seems to be in more like Pathfinder, like exploratory gear.
Hmm.
And Ralu will hand each of you some hot weather clothing, which she explains will help you out in the desert.
I firmly adjust my hat.
I literally already have hot weather clothing.
Well, for those of you who didn't, now you have it.
Okay.
Okay, I guess for appearance's sake.
Yeah, because you're going out into the desert. She'll also offer you some hard rations for the desert and some, instructions for what some spots to avoid on the map. But Ilya will mostly be guiding you around. Marlon just looks down at you. The chickens remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers how your scrotum got bashed.
Alright. So,
Also,
yeah.
doesn't Marlon auto heal to fall off with the night's rest? That's a thing, right?
But he doesn't heal shame.
There is a lot of shame.
There. You're the guy that got knocked in the nets. It makes Volo look really good. He does. He takes it all in stride. It's all for the chicken. All.
chicken pot pie today. It was great.
Mm.
Although I could go for other pot pies as I've said. Uh, English meat pies, man, they sound really good. Anyways, so yeah, unless you guys have anything else you would like to talk to Ralu about, you guys can set out on your great adventure.
Adventure.
All right, so
Adventure.
I will point out on the map places of interest. Now, Ralu will say that the last time she saw uh, the town's alchemist who had turned herself into a manta drake, she had gone that way, flapped off that way. Now, Marlam's thing is somewhere over there, and the place where you guys need to go is somewhere over here.
I guess. What was this? Where was the one with the manta drake?
Manta drake's over here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
She says she likely flew over to the caves, the cool cave systems over in some of the mesas over there.
Up here.
Over here,
Oh,
there's
okay. I
small
saw a ping that's way
I'm
over
gonna I'm gonna
Yeah.
start filling in mountains and stuff like that after this session.
Hmm.
Well, not after this session because I have to start getting ready for work soon. But
Yeah, we could start here. It's close.
over here, and then over here
Is
is
my
Marlam's thing
quest.
over in the
Okay.
mesas. And then far over here is the primordial ruins where the artifact of the sun is said to reside.
So do we want to start close and then boop, right. Boop,
And
beep. Oh,
that does seem like a fairly convenient, like, circle for us to go in.
Yeah, we can make a round trip. Can you put a couple little crosses down for Chicken Land and Thingy
All right.
Ruins?
Where was Chicken Land?
North and East. Sorry,
that
North and
will
West.
Be the Manta Drake is the purple X, and you know what? KFC is generally red, so we'll do. No, that's way too. No. Chicken Land's right here.
Okay.
And the ruins are basically exactly where that was.
Alright. Awesome.
An alchemist, you say?
Yes.
Okay. So, what's your guys' plan?
Alchemist chicken artifacts, I guess. While we're going as well, I'm gonna hold up the hag talon and hold that out to Maya. Hey, do you recognize this at all? Or the proposed hag talon?
Do I recognize that at all?
I would accept either a nature or a spellcraft check.
Can I compare it with my own little claws and get any bonus?
I will give you a +2.
Okay, so this roll will have a +2 on it. 14.
14. You're fairly certain this isn't from an eagle. You're pretty sure, not 100% sure, but pretty sure this is probably a hag talon. Because it does have faint traces of magic around it. Fairly certain.
So I'll do whatever thing I have to do to get my own little hag claws to appear. Hold up for comparison. Yeah. Yeah, this looks a lot like a hag talon.
All right. Cool. Deafening silence.
Yes.
Yes.
Instead, someone gets to roll me a D100 as you guys trek out into the desert.
Yay, desert.
Dessert?
So which role you want us? You want a spell?
One
Sure.
D100.
One, do you want?
44, you say. 44.
I'll say.
All right. With 44, the only thing that happened is that you have Ilya with you, and with the 44, she's going to lead you to a small secluded spot that just the desert winds can't really reach. And there's a small little spring of clean water. She'll explain that this is used by. This place is known to her because from talking with some of the Naga who inhabit this area, they use it when they are to feed their sandworm herds. Water their sandworm herds, anyways. So you all can fill up your water skins.
Yeah.
Yay.
Although doesn't
And
Lorelei literally have an endless supply of water?
she has an endless supply of water. Yes. I thought, but honestly, I thought I was just giving her salt water. I didn't realize it could be salt water or fresh water, so it makes desert less.
The decanter of endless water.
Yep.
Is a
Does
fun
I-
thing.
Yep. So, and with that, I have to go and
Go and get ready for work.
I have to
Okay.
make food and use restroom and stuff like that.
See you later, Stray. Thank you for running today. It was very
Yep.
fun.
Yep.
It was good.
So, next week we will pick up with you guys coming upon the lair of the high manta drake. It's gonna be fun.
Yay.
Okay.
And actually, it will everyone be here next week. I know it's encroaching on the holidays by the 21st.
I will give you a hard maybe, I'm afraid. I don't know for sure.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
should
the
be
same
fine.
scale.
Work notwithstanding, I should be fine in here after.
Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be here.
well, if you aren't, please say in the chat so that I know. And with that, is there anything anyone wants to do or say before I draw the session to a close?
I hope my shenanigans were funny and not annoying.
It was very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dude.
I'm the same.
I hope. I basically was hoping for the same thing.
All right then.
Yeah, well,
So,
thank you for
that's it
running.
for me.
Sorry that I was mostly absent, if even absent-minded. Got distracted by some work stuff that hopefully that's the last time that project will be an issue. But we'll see.
Don't
Hopefully
even
that'll come
worry
out.
about it. Work is important.
Yup. Yeah, if you're watching in the VOD or you're watching in the stream, I hope that you have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
stream.
Bye.
Bye,
Like and
YouTube.
subscribe.